Hey guys, here is a question for you. Did you know why some people never get liked by others in spite of how many effort and strategies they put into place? People often strive to make good impression and get liked by others, yet many do it wrongly, ignoring what is the essence of a deep and sincere relationship. In this video, we will talk about the most successful ways to make people like you instantly. But before we start, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss anything. There we go. Number 1. Be genuinely interested in other people. Did you know is the best winner or friend the world has ever known? Someone who can love you just the way you are. Someone who can see you coming down the street and rest breathlessly to greet you with leaps of joy. A way to tell you that he loves you. Someone who does not work for a living but showing you affection for his whole life. Yes, you got it correctly. The dog is. The dog shows you affection without any other ulterior motives, without even waiting for a reward or anything in return. This is a skill everybody needs to develop if we want to gather people around us and get liked by them. Being genuinely interested in other people, no matter who they are, what they do, or how much money they have in their bank account. According to Dale Carnegie, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming more interested in other people than you could in 2 years by getting other people interested in you. In the 20th century, a survey made by multiple telephone companies on telephone conversations in the US showed that the most frequently used word is the personal pronoun I, and I only. This is actually a proof that human beings are only interested in themselves only, morning, noon and evening, Monday through Sunday, and the only way to make good impression is to be interested in them, to build true and sincere relationship. For example, you can simply make it a point to schedule all your friends' birthdays and wish them at the right moment in an unexpected way. Can you just imagine how joyful it can be to surprisingly receive a birthday wish from someone you never thought would? You are likely to be the only one who can remember that. Friends, real friends, are made that way. This principle applies not only in homes, life and friendship, but in business as well. For example, providing goods for sale with the mere intention to satisfy customers can really be a proof of your interest in them, and by doing that, you are likely to offer them exactly what they want and take your business to another level. Overall, the most amazing thing is the way you respond to incoming calls. Actually, it tells a lot about your interest in other people. Picking calls and responding with enthusiasm is a great way to show people you are interested in what they say. To understand the power of enthusiasm, look at how much some companies are able to spend on training their staff, only to make sure they deal with customers in a very interesting way. So next time you receive a call, try to respond in a way that bespeaks you hear what the other side has to say, even if that call comes from your landlord at the end of the month. Become genuinely interested in other people. That is the first way to build a real network and have deep friendship. If you want to help others at the same time as you help yourself, keep this principle in mind. Let us take a look to the second one. Smile. Smile and smile again. Everyone dies almost of the need to make pleasing impression, but many people neglect the fact that our faces give others the first idea about who we are. Actually, the expression one wears on his face is far more important than the clothes we wear on our body. If it is true that action speaks louder than words, then a smile always says nice things. That is why dogs make such a hit. They are so happy when they see their owners that they almost jump out of their skins. That is why we are naturally glad to see them as well. And if you have never got to know, a baby's smile has almost the same effect. So a small question: how did you react when you receive a real smile from a newborn baby? Try to share with us in the comment section below. According to Professor James McConnell, people who smile tend to manage, teach, sell more effectively and raise happier children. If smiling is a real challenge to you, and yes, it may be. Consider exercising yourself to smile at least 1 hour in a day or even a week, because the amount of attention, smile, and interest you show is exactly the same you receive. Keep this principle in mind and proceed to the third skill. Call other people by their names. The name is what sets someone apart as an individual. There is really magic in calling other people by their names. So why is it that calling people by their names can actually make them like you? Consider this. Everybody is interested in his name more than anything on earth put together. A name is to a person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. So calling people by their names is somehow paying a subtle and very effective compliment. But forgetting it or misspelling it is placing yourself in a sharp disadvantage. Though it may be hard to spell names, putting effort in learning how to spell someone's name properly is a great sign of interest in your acquaintances. So here is a helpful tip. Whenever you meet a new acquaintance, find his complete name and some fact about his or her family, business, and political opinions. Fix all those facts in mind as part of the picture, and the next time you meet that person, be able to shake his hand, call him by his name, inquire after his family, and all related stuff. Do it always and feel the magic the name can play as we deal with others. Number 4. Be a good conversationalist. Conversation skills are sought after by almost everybody, even if many ignore what makes a good conversationalist. This is the 4th skill you must develop to make people like you. More often, people make a lot of mistakes when they deal with others. They never listen to anyone. They only talk of themselves. They always burst right in the conversation to interrupt others while they express their ideas. A brutal truth is that human beings are merely interested in themselves. The achievements from Monday to Sunday, in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. Always talking about you and you only might sound boring and push people away from you. According to Dr. Nicholas Murray, a late long-time Columbia University president, those people who think and talk only of themselves are hopelessly uneducated, no matter how instructed they may be. So the only way to make people like you instantly is to listen to them intently and encourage them to talk. Yeah, listen intently and encourage them to talk. If you aspire to be a good conversationalist, be an attentive listener. To be interesting, be interested. Ask questions that others will enjoy answering. Encourage them to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. In short, remember that people you are talking to are 100 times more interested in themselves and their problems than they are in you and your problems. So be a good listener and encourage others to talk about themselves. Number 5. Talk in terms of other people's interest. Whenever you meet friends, talk to strangers, hang out with mates, a good first impression is made when you are able to talk about subjects that interest other people, because the royal road to a person's heart is to talk about the things he or she treasures the most. In fact, people have subjects that make them enthusiastic, and if you can identify at least one and encourage them to talk intensively about it, you will touch more hearts and even faster than you could ever think. So think of it next time you are about to get into a conversation. Number 6. Make other people feel important. Do it sincerely. William James, one of the most distinguished American psychologists and philosophers, once said, "The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated." Everybody likes a compliment, yet it is one of the human wants that are seldom gratified in spite of its imperious and powerful effect. People are so knowingly and tirelessly hungry for a feeling of importance that they might go insane to get it. And according to Dale Carnegie, the rare individual who honestly satisfies this heart's hunger will hold people in the palm of his hands, and even the undertaker will be sorry when he dies. You don't necessarily need to get the best gift ever to use this philosophy of appreciation. It has to be part of your daily life. In fact, this principle can bring you more reward than you could ever think. There is a golden rule that says, "Do unto others what you would like them to do to you." Giving honest appreciation appreciation to others not only makes them feel important but opens new rooms for you and lets people like you sincerely. Your parents, your friend, and other relatives are still impatiently waiting for a little recognition, a little appreciation for you since they devoted and sacrificed their entire lives toward the success of your career, or simply they did something very important for you. Don't be among the 99% of people who never appreciate what they receive. Appreciate them. Arise in them a feeling of importance, and you may get surprised by how much a small word can change a whole life. Do it today and avoid later regrets. So according to you, what is the best way to make people like you? Just share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. We'll be glad to hear from you. Thanks guys for watching this video, and again, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell.